Alright. Ads should be off and we are good to go. Hello everyone. How is everyone doing? Hope everyone is having a good Monday. Another beautiful day outside, so we've got the front door open, hence we've got some lovely natural lighting going on. But yeah, so we are starting what may or may not objectively, subjectively be the worst case in all of Ace Attorney. But you're going to have fun with it nonetheless. Hey Luna, it's good to see you. Yeah, we are going to have fun with it. I did do some tweaking over the weekend after our just talking about the state of the stream on Friday. So we do have a few new channel point rewards. Let me go over them. Such as I did add a new longer extender of if you do care of my voice acting. Granted, it is one use per user per stream, so keep that in mind. We're not doing away with the 5 minutes. I just wanted to give, if people so want me to voice act longer than just 5 minutes and such, just for a chance for that. We also have add a free emote to the stream, such as BTTV or 7TV. We have a lot of slots for that, so if there's an emote you want to see for that, you can redeem your duck bucks for that, if you so wish. Just be sure if you do redeem an emote, make sure you put in the exact case-sensitive spelling of the code so I'll know which one you're talking about, because, you know, searching and all that. But just something for fun. And probably at some point in the future, maybe when we get a couple of new emote slots, we'll probably also add a sub emote. Like, we'll just have a slot for people if they want to add a sub emote to the stream. Granted, both of these do have to be approved by me, which is fine, you know, as long as it's wholesome and funny and not safe for work or political. You know all that stuff. No matter what it is, it would be good. I just wanted to give something back to all of you for being part of the community, and just another way to kind of contribute and add to the stream as you see fit. But alright, so again, we are going to case 2-3, Turnabout Big Top. See how this goes. And also remember, we do have Bullseye 2-1 Lawyer for all of you followers out there, in case you ever want to interject of your own. Oh man. That is some outfit. And he's a pretty boy, in real life. I mean, that is impressive. Alright. Very big circus, ha. Well, that was like being a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet. That was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly? It was great. There was a dancing bear, and a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, an elephant that rode a giant ball, not to mention that guy who flew through the air. Yeah, Max Galactica, he was absolutely fabulous. Huh? What? Max? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician. Magician? No, a magician. Mr. Nick? Huh? What is it, Pearls? Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits? I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. You don't know about magic, do you, Pearls? I'm sorry. Oh, you are adorable. Also, y'all let me know if audio is too high or too low. Just give a shout out. I know it seems a little loud on my end, but it's looking like it should be fine for y'all, so. But if it is, just give me a shout. braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since that terrible incident in Kurine Village. And it was during that time that I met Pearls. Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it and is returning to her normal self. It's time to go. You're right, we can't miss the last train. Pearls, you remembered the train. Of course I did. But I don't really understand what everyone means by express train. Well, Nick, see you later. I'll come by to help clean the office. It's gotta be spotless for the new year. Don't worry about it, really. You're going to visit Mr. Nick on New Year's? Maybe. I'm glad you'll get to spend your New Year's with your special someone. Pearls, please. Pearly! Look, it's time to go. Happy New Year, Mr. Nick! Happy New Year. I really hope it will turn out that way. Me too. Well, today wraps it up for this year. I hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. Hello? Whoops. This is Bright & Co. offices. Nick, it's terrible! Ah, Maya. Perfect timing. Things are terrible here too. Huh? The office is a terrible mess and I have to clean it up. What are you talking about? My dirty office. What are you talking about? Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV. TV? Now let's check in the scene. Huh? What happened? Thank you. We're here at the Very Big Circus. The Very Big Circus has become the center of a sensational murder. The scene has created quite a stir among the throngs of excited onlookers. The Very Big Circus. That's the circus we went to, right? Saying that there was a murder. Yeah, they arrested him too. Arrested who? Max! They arrested Max Galactica! Uh-oh. Maximilian Galactica. Fans call him Max. Popular magician who can fly through the air at will. Die. Oh. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max. Alright, Nick, I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center. Huh? What? See you there. You still got plenty of time to clean up your office later. What? Well, guess we're getting roped into another case, folks. What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max? You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe he used his magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand? Maximilian Galactica would never do such a thing. Fabulous! What the young lady just said was absolutely fabulous. What a clever girl. Such a fabulous understanding of events. What's with all this fabulous talk? Oh. Welcome to the visitor's room. It's Max! Nick, look! It's the real Maximilian Galactica. Alright, sweetie. Pick a card. Any card. He called me sweetie. Ugh, Nick. Time's running out, sweetie. Pick a card. Any card. This one. Uh-huh. I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. The Ace of Hearts. Ah, he got it! He got it! Nick, look! He got it! What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valued possessions. One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. One. Max, well, time to make this an absolutely fabulous time. Max, you should let Nick pick a card. Eek, I don't want to steal one of his hearts. And you are? Oh, how silly of me. You must be Sweetie's driver. Her driver? Whatever, hurry up and pick a card. Any card. I want this one. So, sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visitor's room to visit me, didn't you? Yes, I'm your biggest fan. Maya! Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much. Hey, what about my card? Think of it as a souvenir. Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling? I was just thinking about what I should have for lunch. Sweetie, drop Porcupine Head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay? Wow. Oh yes. Absolutely fabulous. Oh gosh. Absolutely cringe-inducing. Oh man. Alright, Max. We need to talk. Max, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about yourself. Fabulous. I think we should get to know each other better too. Why don't you come sit next to me? There's a big piece of security glass between us. Oh, Jeebus, what in the world? If only I could use magic, then I can make this wall disappear. What is this guy talking about? Anyways, lately you've become awfully famous, haven't you, Matt? What's Maximilian to you, Porcupine Head? Get it straight. Jeez, people nowadays. Get their panties all in a bunch over nothing. Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not? I did indeed. It was fabulous. I won the Magician's Grand Prix held by the Association of International Magicians. It's an award that recognizes that I am the most fabuloso of fabulous world magicians. There was a trophy and a bust. It was it was an amazing day. Wow, that's incredible. Isn't it? I'm certifiably the greatest magician in the world. I'm going to guess he didn't win a trophy for most modest magician. I mean... You were signed to an exclusive contract with the Very Big Circus, correct? That's the long and short of it. You sure do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You just can't watch a magician on TV, you know? Magic is so fabulous, you have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie. You're right. You're so right. However, the circus, it's a dinosaur, a thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what goes on there. Huh? What do you mean? That's why I signed the contract. That's why you signed the contract? Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Isn't it wonderful, sweetie? Oh gosh. Yes. I made all the old, crusty circus performers obsolete. But I kinda like the circus performances. Maya looks a bit down. Tell me what happened at the Very Big Circus. Ah, last night. The ringmaster was murdered. Ringmaster? You mean Russellberry? Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. The police questioned me at length. Questioned you about what? About everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him last evening in his room. So then why were you arrested? Arrested? Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. I just wanted to consult with me on matters, that's all. I think this guy doesn't have a clue. Nick, I don't think Max understands how serious this is. Right. I think I should really shock him back to reality. Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster? Uh-huh. What did you talk about? Things that aren't for your ears. Maya, would you please ask him? What did you talk about with the ringmaster, Max? It was nothing. Small talk, really. We were just having a chat about my salary. Salary? I am the one bringing in the crowds. I think that I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you? Yes? That's all you talked about? Of course, it was a fabulous chat. Uh-oh. Just fabulous, I mean, now he's got me saying it. What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape. Well... I'll have that. Yes, I do. Thanks, Pearls. Right, dude. Last night you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such? Exactly, we reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary? I hate lies, and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? And any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? Badge, no. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. We gotta do. Because he's not gonna talk about anything else. Oh, hold on. What is that badge used in the disappearing act? I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney. Attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me? He isn't wasting his time. Max, you're... Okay, relax, sweetie. You're just a little over-anxious, I think. Anyways, I've been curious about something for a while now. What's that? Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie? Because you've been arrested for murder. Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me. Why is that? Obviously because I'm for the fabulous Maximilian Galactica. So? I'm the very big star of the very big circus. And that means? I'm rich. I'm paid fabulous sums. Which means what? Max. Quit joking around. You've got to be pulling my magician wand. Police aren't really serious about all this, are they? They don't arrest people as a joke. Look at Max. He's crushed. Well, he needed to wake up and smell the coffee. This is serious business. Yes? Sir, you're a lawyer, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm an attorney. Oh. Please help me, I didn't kill nobody! Oh. Oh no, his eyelash is falling off. Didn't kill nobody? I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit. But a killer? That's insane, Does he have a southern accent? Is he a country boy? Max? I swear, I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debt. He's back on the farm. He is a country boy! Oh, that's gonna make... If you ever get voice acting, that's gonna make that fun. Okay, I'll take your case. Really? Really? Thank you much. Y'all sure are nice folks. Max? Yes? What's your real name? It's Billy Bob Jones. Oh. What's the matter, Maya? He's really just a country bumpkin. It happens. Ahem. I must apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie. Huh? Mr. Attorney. Yes? A few minutes ago, you took one of my cards, didn't you? Now that he mentions it, I did take a card. It was the 10 of hearts, right? What? Howdy. You got it right, again! What can I say? You too. You've stolen some of my most valued possessions. 10 of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. You do have a lot of hearts, don't you? I'm putting my faith in you, sweetie. He didn't just call me sweetie, did he? Alright, let's make this an absolutely fabulous case. Come on, Nick. Well, I guess we got the point across, so... I'm gonna talk about that. Well, to the very big circus we go. We're here again. Yep, but this time we are here for work. Been that long since the crime, so the police are still on the scene. Let's find someone who might know something about what happened. Sounds like a plan. That is a big advertisement. Look, it's Max. Even when you don't want to see him, poof, he's right in front of you. Sure, the sign says very big circus, but looking around, it might as well be Cirque du Galactica. Stars on his cheeks sure are dreamy. How about I draw a star on your cheek, Nick? I've got a marker. Nah, it's alright. Oh, man. This is the box office where they sell all the tickets for the circus. They also sell programs. I forgot to buy one when we came to the circus last time. Then why don't you buy one now? Sounds like a plan. Oh no, it looks like I forgot my wallet. Maya, you want me to buy it for you? Just ask me already. You know I'd never do that to you, Nick. The streamers do a nice job introducing the circus performer. Maximilian Galactica and his comical comrades. You know, you don't really see too many streamers nowadays, do you? Pardon? I know he's talking about streamers like paper streamers and probably banners and stuff like that, but you know. You're right. I haven't seen one in ages. Whatever. I bet they stopped using them due to little kids climbing up to the top. I don't think that was why. Else? The snack stand. They have hot dogs, hamburgers, and drinks, not to mention candy and popcorn. They've even got snow cones. Who would eat snow cones in the middle of winter? True. Although I can't speak for myself, I've been known to eat ice cream in the middle of winter and not care. Nick, do you think we can buy some snow cones? Look around, there's tons of snow piled up all around here. Yay! Wait a second. There's no syrup, though. I want syrup. Hopefully she doesn't notice that discolored snow in the corner. That's not syrup. Ew! Oh, boy. The very big top is so very enormous. Yep, one look at the huge tent looming over you and you realize this is the circus. I know. It really gets your blood pumping, doesn't it? This door must lead to the lodging house. No entry to unauthorized personnel. Do you really need to say no entry if no one's actually entering? Almost like a Zen riddle, isn't it, Nick? I'm not even going to justify that question with a response. I bet all the stars stay at that lodging house. Getting out of here before that fake bird sound drives me nuts. Nick, the entrance is right here. Maya, the circus is closed today. No clowns, no elephants, no shows. I know that. Nick, you can get your picture taken with Dolly the elephant. There's no Dolly, not today. I know that too. Oh well. I'll just have to take a picture with whoever I stumble across. It's not like we're here on business or anything. We've got two places we can go. Go here first. Oh my. Circus stage sure doesn't look this small from out in the audience. Wow, this is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults. I'm not doing any somersaults. Why not? You look like you'd be great at it. Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults? Oh. Huh? Nick? Wasn't me. Tiger! Uh-oh. He's coming this way! Uh-oh. Ah! Well, Nick's dead. Nick, you're too young to die! Nick! Stay, heal! Still here. I'm not dead yet. Nick, are you okay? Scared you, didn't I? Oh. Oh, she is sparkly. And she's got a magical girl wand. Oh my gosh. Regent is such a cute tiger, isn't he? What's the matter? You two sure are quiet. No, what's the matter, me? Nick, he almost died there. Huh, he wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. And besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky. I don't know if I would want to play with a wild tiger, do you, chat? Huh? You agree, don't you? I guess. Well, what do you mean, you guess? Why are you agreeing with her? Woohoo! Your costume! Eh? It's cute. I want to try it on. Costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right? I guess not. Really? You're the best. Wow, the tables turned quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of the Berry Big Circus. My name's Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. You put us up next to an animal tamer. I bet we look really odd. Nice to meet ya. Likewise. Great girly. Hey, Regina, what do you know about what happened last night? You mean the murder? Uh-huh. My dad was murdered. Oh, I see. Wait, what did she just say? So, the ringmaster was your... Yep, the ringmaster was my dad. Wow. She's being super casual about this. I'm so sorry about what happened to him. Why do you say you're sorry? Huh? Anyways, everyone was here practicing last night. Leaving your dad? Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 p.m. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here. Why did you do that? I was playing with Regent. Regent. So she was with that beast. That's when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, Dad was dead. Someone whose father was just murdered. She seems awfully perky. I wish she would tell us more about her dad. It's incredible that you're an animal tamer. If you say so. It has to be really scary. Never stay hydrated, chat. Scary? Why? Huh? Regent isn't scary, he's cute. Yes and no? Ever since Leon died, my Regent has been my best friend. Leon? Yes, Leon the Lion. Leon the Lion, Regent and Regina. Interesting name choices. Leon, he died? Yes, actually he was killed. My dad killed him. What? I mean, I guess depending on the circumstances. Why did he do that? I'm not sure why he did it. It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes. Huh? Okay. He has nothing more to say. Look, that's where Max comes out during the show. I've got to admit, that was a pretty cool effect. We're planning for me to start coming out of the lion during the show. That's great, Regina. Yeah, I will ride on Regent's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. I want to try it too. I'll ride on Nick's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. Sometimes I wonder about this girl. Whoa, those lights are huge. I love lights. Whenever I appear under the spotlight, everyone claps for me. It's because everyone knows that you're cute. No, I'm not cute. You're cute. No, chat's cute. Me? Of course, I'm sure you'd make an incredible heroine. Really? You think so? Nick, did you hear that? Me, a heroine. What about Nick, Regina? Nick. He's no hero, is he? Ouch. Thanks a lot, Maya. Oh boy, stepladder. Ah, ladder. Just a stepladder. What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter. Oh, okay. Not even worth arguing with her on this one. The joke continues! The seats are kind of far away, don't you think? They are, but it also means that lots of people can fit in the big top. He's right, we can fit 500 people into a show. 500? That's amazing! Flying around above that many people is a real rush. At least that's what Max said. Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything here that can help us, not a single clue. You know, I've been meaning to ask you, what exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for? A bloody chainsaw, for instance? Ew. Well, there's definitely not one of those here. Hey, it's a rope! Probably for tightrope walking. That's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it. Well, I think there's anything else we can ask her. Can't present anything, so let's just head on. Ah, fake bird noises. Seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay. Really? So we might run into that stoogey clown here, right? He's so kooky. Ah, it's you two. Gumshoe! Oh, Detective Gumshoe. How is it you guys always seem to know when I'm working a crime scene, pal? Because you're always working, Detective. Well, I'd rather not be always working, but with crime, you don't make your own hours. I have to be at the circus anyway. I want to see the lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left. Nick, he complained! That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? I mean, not only did he complain, he also kind of made a pun, so... Cheers, Gumshoe. You know who will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow? Of course, it will be Miss Von Karma. She isn't going to hit me with her whip again, is she? What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure Miss Von Karma is really interesting and all, but... someone else I'd rather talk about. Like who? Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth. What in the world happened after I went back home? Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't heard what happened to him? Nick won't tell me! Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore. He's not around? Nick, what does he mean Mr. Edgeworth isn't around? Exactly what he said, he's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay? Oh, Phoenix. Nick? The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yep, last night around 10 p.m. He died outside in the cold. A pretty sad way to go out, if you ask me, pal. It was rather cold. This is the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Right about where you are standing now. Ah! Surprised you, didn't I? I'm not laughing. Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim? He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal. Yep. Pretty clear cut as far as the murders go. He was discovered quickly. But... There's just one thing that doesn't quite fit. Huh. There always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit. What was this one thing that just didn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier. Footprints, pal. Footprints. Footprints? Oh. Look at this picture of the crime scene. What's this? This wooden box under the body? No clue, pal. Some forensics experts took it back and are examining it now. And what is so mysterious about the footprints? Whoa, calm down now. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture. The victim's footprints are on the scene. Right, pal. Problem is, the killer's footprints aren't there. Bingo. Where did the killer come from? And where did the killer run off to? Obviously, there's no way the killer committed this crime while flying. A flying culprit? Uh-oh. That's when something just clicked in my head. Yeah, there's no way! Flying is impossible! That's right, flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. What's with the hollow laugh, pal? I meant nothing by it, pal. Better stated, it just means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him. Well, we got the crime photo. You know I can't tell you two anything about the evidence we have gathered. Stingy. Stingy? When you put it so bluntly, it kinda hurts my feelings, pal. Oh. Come on, you've flashed that badge at me so many times it doesn't work anymore. Why don't you try wearing a different badge every now and again? Well, I do have a Steel Samurai badge with me, how about that one? I'll only wear it if Detective Gumshoe carries a Steel Samurai police badge. Then it's a deal. I hear that Gumshoe has that very badge. What? Don't look at me like that. You're making me nervous. Ooh. This is the only place that the snow has been trounced upon. Murderer was sloppy leaving all these prints all over. No. We're the ones who left the prints. Investigation can be a messy thing sometimes. What? I also slipped and fell in that spot over there. The other detectives all got a good laugh when the prosecutor whipped me. God, there was all this snow around to bring down the swelling. Great to know that the police aren't worried about preserving the evidence. This year, I finally won an air conditioner. What? You didn't have an air conditioner? Did you ride your Triceratops to work too? And what do you mean by you won an air conditioner? You didn't buy it? I can't afford one of those things. But I got lucky and won it as a door prize at the annual police Christmas party. They really pay you peanuts, don't they? Peanuts? I don't even get paid enough for peanut butter, let alone peanuts. Excuse. There's some evidence under the tarp over there. Hey, watch it, pal. The killer is behind that tarp. Ah! Gotcha. I was just kidding. Oh, Gumshoe, what a kidder. Safety lights around the circus are kept on all night long. So they should have been on at the time of the murder. Are you saying the murder took place in the light? How strange. How strange indeed. guess that's all for here right now. And everything, we don't have a reason to present the Magatama. We don't have any more evidence. Right? So all we can do is go back. Wait, what then? I don't... Like, we've done everything we could. Get a little more comfortable. Trying to be better about my posture and such, you know? I know, it feels like all we can do is maybe go back to the detention center? That's the ringmaster. It's a shame what happened. He was going to be like a father to me. Let's... Okay. Alright, we've got lots of things we have to look into. No time for slacking. Let's get going. Okay. What's the matter? You seem down. Maximilian Galactica. Who would have guessed he was Country Bumpkin? Huh? There's still lots of things we can do. And crime, talk to witnesses, gather evidence. There wasn't anywhere else for us to go. As far as I could tell. I don't have enough information to make a case yet. I could have sworn I've heard that before. Well, we never have enough information. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. Anything to say about that? What am I missing? Oh man, to be this early into a case and already be stuck, that's bad. I feel like I've done everything I could. There's just one thing I'm missing. Trying to move the window. Everything there could be. She doesn't want to talk. About evidence. I think we've done everything here. Did we present our Yeah. I think I know what to do. Hey, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Welcome in, everyone. I hope you're doing well. We are progressing through Ace Attorney Justice for All. We are on what is objectively, subjectively, the worst case in the series. Going through 2-3 right now, the turnabout Big Top, so it'd be interesting. Granted, now I feel like I'm stuck, unfortunately, so doing good. I'm glad to hear it. But how is everyone? Thank you for the raid. Thank you for bringing over your community. Not that much. What am I missing? It's not letting me go anywhere. What is with him? Pretty sure I've examined everywhere. I feel like I'm supposed to be able to go somewhere else, but I can't. Evidence. Are back. What am I missing? Hmm. Don't tell us about anything. No one over here, but back to the entrance. So feels like I'm stuck, unfortunately. There's like one little thing that I'm not getting, and it kind of sucks. Again, I always forget about presenting profiles. One of the new things in this game that I just completely blank out about. Alright, child. It's Max! Hey, where is Max anyways? You don't know? Nope. He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father. It's okay, Nick and I will help him. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal? Of course he's not. I'm worried about so many things right now. Like what? Oh wow, she's 16. After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yes. That door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. Oh. Alright, hang on, folks. Looks like we're dropping a few frames. Oh, bother. Come on now. It looks like it's stabilizing, but it's not back up where it should be. Oh no. Stable, it's just not where I want it to be. Well, we're gonna go ahead and go and just hope it smooths itself out. I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened. Ringmaster's room. It's probably a good idea to check it out for myself. Regina, what's the matter? What's on your mind? I'll tell you, Maya, but just you. Well... What? Really? And then... Oh my, that's incredible, Regina! Come on, Nick, there's no reason to pout. Don't worry about me. Regina told me that someone professed their love to her. Professed their love? Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica. Wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyways. And then, on the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well. What? Who was it? Someone named Trillo. Trillo? Apparently he is a tenor who sings in the circus. Haven't met him yet. Regina seems to be quite the hit with the men in the circus. She's 16! He must have some sort of strange power over them. You're not kidding, 2 people in one day. Even I want to profess my love for her. Me too, she's so cute. Dear. Alright, now we've got our next move. This was the ringmaster's room? Yes, this room belonged to the victim. Means this must be where Max met the ringmaster last night. Now that you mention it, this is what he said. Wonder what... That's an interesting poster. Ah, it's a poster of Max. I want it! I want it! Nick! I want it! I want to get out of here. Alright. Round. Conspicuous. Table for guests. There are some papers scattered on top. Ah, look at this! Max's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes! What is it? I didn't know that a magician... The salary is incredible. Looks like she's about ready to pass out from shock. How much is it? How much is it? That much? Incredible, huh? You can say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. The ringmaster signed and dated it. What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise. This document is dated a week ago. Table he used when visitors came to see him. Ew, there's mud caked on the table. Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table. Nick, don't even think about it. I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am, anyway? This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but this desk is old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. The picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. Oh. You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat. They call this the face of someone who already knew that. What? A scrap of white paper sticking out of the coat pocket. Huh? Where? Where? Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats. You always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Why not? It might be evidence. There's a lot of posters here, don't you think? Are indeed. So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, are they? Excuse me. Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here. But you didn't even notice that I took one. Ugh, she already swiped one. You're incorrigible, you know that? Look at all the stars on this poster. This must have been the poster they used to promote their public appearances. Posters are the way to go, aren't they? What do you mean? We should make posters to promote our law firm. I mean... Mind-tingling legal action, mind-numbing legalese, you will say wow. Or perhaps, hold it, don't miss out on a stunning life or death courtroom thrill ride. With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. This is where the ringmaster applied his makeup. Quite a collection of the most understated colors, shocking pink for example. This one says it's 100% all-natural organic mascara. This one says, sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime. Ringmaster must have been really concerned about his skin, very metrosexual. That is a term. All these frames look the same. They almost look like thank you cards. Looks like every year the ringmaster made donations to charity. To the Robot Clown Research Center. Kidding, right? What? They may be a perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery. Well. Nick, look at all the photos lined up on the wall. Like a guided tour of the circus's history. This is so cool. It seems like there were so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing at our office. We can put up pictures of all the clients who have been found not guilty. And what if we had a client who was found guilty? We'll just pretend like they didn't exist. How's that? Nick, now you've got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that? I mean, you gotta consider all the outcomes, right? That's a lot of trophies. Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed, just look at all the awards this circus has won. Like All County Quiz Champions, Ringmasters Association Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined. Anything? Anything? Got a raise, but then he also said, also told us that Max professed his love for her. Alright, I look so cute in this picture. Don't you think I look cute? Don't ya? Don't ya? Gosh. You sure do. No objections here. Ay, ay, ay. Guess let's go talk to Gumshoe. Looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, a bad attitude follows you everywhere. He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad. But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal. Not just his attitude, I've got proof, pal. Huh? He left something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. Incredibly well-made silk hat. Well, it does have very classy decorative elements. Note to self, remember to present profiles. Progress. Max uses a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbols. Pretty mundane, aren't they? Here's if they are mundane, at least they are easy to understand. Must have hit a nerve. But he said. Who said? Eyewitness. Eh? Tell us about the eyewitness. Okay, I didn't know that was... David's Green Bunch, so are you. Maya's hurt. So about the eyewitness. Oh, you know I'm not going to tell you about that. That's the prosecution's trump card. Well. Oh, I just remembered. What? I forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house. Why is that? Oh, no reason. Just something I remembered to tell you. It must be because that's where the eyewitness is. Let's check it out. Don't you dare, pal. I do what I want. Oh, wow. This is quite the room. Wonder whose room this is. Name tag on the door says Mo on it. Guess he's not here. Wow, it's a real mess in here. My room's probably worse, though. Oh well, I give up. We'll have to come back later. But if we look around first... Clown equipment is so funny looking. Got a balancing ball, a unicycle, he's even got a trampoline. They're all broken. He was just a little too excited during practice? Who knows with that guy? Excuse me. That's part of the gag. Mo seems to be a voracious reader. Look at all the hard books he has here. Clowns for Dummies, The Joke's on You, Treat Your Peons Right, and the classic Funny Jokes Are Funny. Wow, Mo is very studious. Joke's on You, huh? That's a lot of carrots. What the? There's a string of carrots here. Strange, the carrots seem to come in all different shapes. Weird. Can't tell if Mo just likes carrots or if he's using them for some sort of gag. Look at the ceiling, it looks like someone punched a hole in it. Right, I wonder what happened. I don't even want to imagine what goes on in here. All those clown costumes lined up like that. I don't know about you, but it's creepy. Look at the collection he's got, it's incredible. Must be a collection of clown costumes from around the world. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it now? She better not want me to try on one of those on. I'm thinking of starting a costume collection myself. I'll call it World Spirit Channels. We can display it in our office. In our office? As soon as you start saying the bills, you can say that. Mo's got an excellent pair of pajamas, laid on his bed in an excellent manner. What? Those are pajamas? Mean he goes to bed dressed as a clown? Ew. Awesome! Look at these shoes, they're great. Forget the shoes, check out the great gag banana peel. Sure wasn't Mo's snack after lunch? Are you blind? Look at how many scratches there are from people slipping on it. Alright, nothing here. Oh? Huh? Hey Nick, look over there! What? There's someone over there. Excuse me? Oh. Hello? Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me? What, huh? Me? Yes, you work at the circus, don't you? No, I'm just your everyday average Joe. Average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so. Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here. He's lying. Like any regular person would hang around the circus, dressed like that. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya. Well, I, just happen to be, passing by. I don't suppose you happen to be some kind of carny. Not a carny. I'm a performer. Actually, I'm a ventriloquist. Ventriloquist? I'm Benjamin Woodman. Last name is Woodman. Yes, that's right, but everyone calls me Ben. Ah, yes, that's your alias, right? I believe they call it a stage name. Poor guy. Excuse me, Ben? Yes, you mean me? About the murder, I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may. Really? I'm just a regular normal guy. I don't know, this guy's so nervous, he's creeping me out. Nick, cheer up, just try and smile. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica. Max? He's not very nice. Did you just say that Max is not very nice? Ow, my head hurts. Yikes, I hope he is okay. Sounds like he just popped a gasket. Whew. Hey, excuse me, I'm so sorry. And so you're a ventriloquist? I'm just a regular guy. You already told us you were a ventriloquist. Oh, yes. Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that. I can't help it. He's making me nervous. Ben, would you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist? Well, right now, my partner, ugh, he's contagious. This poor guy. Ugh, I can't stop yawning. I don't have any caffeine or anything. Let's try presenting profiles. Just covering all my bases. I feel like I should get something out of this guy. Anything to say about this guy? Ah, that guy. His name is Ben, right? Huh? You don't know him? I don't know. He didn't really catch my eye. He's friends with Trillo, right? Wait. You're the ones asking the questions around here. Well... I feel like I might have enough to go on. You can't go anywhere else. I had a feeling maybe since something new happened that we might run into Mo. Hello, Kablamo! Congratulations, you're the big wiener! The 1 millionth visitor to the room of one Mr. Mo Curls, aka me! Oh gosh. Earplugs. Must. Fine. Earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one. Did you get my joke right there? Uh-oh. I welched on giving you more than one. No. If it was funny, it is your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen in Land Sing. Catch my drift? Maya? This is like some Faustian nightmare. Oh, and it was funny. Clowns are always funny in my book. In my book, they're just funny looking. You sure do have great taste in clothes, girlie. Look at that garb. You look just like Greta Garb. Oh! I'm going home. No, Nick, you can't! You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to. Okay, I get it. But you have to admit he is kind of funny. No, I do not have to admit that because he isn't. Alright, dude. Could you please tell us more about the Very Big Circus? It's a very big story. You sure got that kind of time? And the hits just keep on coming. This circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry. 20 years? Wow. Okay. I'm actually going to turn this down just a little bit on my end. Because the sound and the music are good at getting to be just a little bit low for me. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't affect it too much for all of you. Alright. Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. In movies, TV, and bowling, there's just too much competition. But I love the circus. I love it too. That is why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us. Nick, he just made a joke. Laugh. Har 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 har. The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world. A real class act. Even when there were no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me. Because he knew that I had a family to care for. Aww. He was happy to take care of his employees. See? How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man? Mo? Wiggity wiggity witty, what? Ugh. I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor. Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way? Let's talk about the murder. Let's see. It must have taken place around 10 p.m. last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it. Caught a peek? Of the crime. Just as we suspected. This guy's the eyewitness to the crime. Oops. You say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw? Well, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm just gonna have to let these lips stay zipped. That's not fair. Guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details. But only if you can get old Stiff Lips here to make with the funny. Stiff Lips? Wait, do you mean me? Nick, you can do it! What's the matter? Just getting ready. Okay, do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time. Oh, come on. At least his expectations are low. I wouldn't let him quit his day job. Yeesh, cut a guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here. It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw. I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo. He told a dad joke! Come on! That night, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. As I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's when I saw... Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician. That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is. He knows more about Max than he is letting on. The ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show. New elements? When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale. I realized that even my act can get a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned. A bit long in the tooth? That make-believer takes things too far. Make-believer? The magician, the one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean, one of those? Well, the joke's on him now. On him? Yep, he got on everyone's nerves. The day of the murder. Go ahead. Nope, no way. Just forget I said anything. But he's still hiding something about Max. He thinks he can kill the ringmaster. It's only just that he should die too. Wow. Oh. Sorry, I crossed the line. He truly is a disgusting human being. Why do you hate him so much? Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clonked Ben right over his head as hard as he could. Ben? A ventriloquist with a speech impediment? You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves. The cafeteria? Let's just say there's got to be something interesting there. Yes. A very big circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around. Ah, thank you. This is an atlas. Oh, I kill myself. Really, I'm dying here. Coronary! Coronary! Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. That's the ringmaster's daughter, Regina. Ever since she was a little girl, she's been watching the circus performances. Cuter than a little puppy Maltese, that Waldgina. If only my Lorena was that cute. Lorena? Ah, Lorena is my daughter. She lives with her mother now. It's true what they say about the tears of a clown. I've been friends with Russell since even before the circus began. He was so selfless, he always thought about others before thinking of himself. I'll find a way to return the favor. He always took such good care of me. I wish I would have thanked him more than I did. Whoa. Ah, Ben. How's he doing? He's a ventriloquist, isn't he? That's right. Boy, was I surprised when they told me his secret. He's got a second mouth where his belly button should be. Just kidding. Ben wouldn't tell me a single thing about the murder. Ah, that's so simple problem to solve. He won't talk if he doesn't have his puppet, Trillo. Trillo? If Ben doesn't have his ventriloquist puppet, you'll barely get a word out of him. Really? Master and puppet. Ah! What's the matter? Whenever I see my own nose, I am reminded of my Italian heritage. Ah, I see. Must be because you have one of those Roman noses. Roman all over your face! Oh! Dang. You know, I think the clown could use a plant in his... Because the guy needs some Mo Aloe right now for that burn! I didn't cross the line there, did I? Went so far past it, you'll need a map to get back. Wow. Woo! It's that uppity faker's uppity top hat. They found this at the scene of the crime, didn't they? That's what I've been told. Unbelievable. That jerk killed the ringmaster. It really is a shame what happened to the ringmaster, huh, Mo? Seems that the ringmaster was truly a great man. I think that's at least everything we could talk about with Mo here. mentioned the cafeteria, but... Okay. Go to the big top. Ah. Perfect. Oh my. Ew, this place is gross. Must be because of last night. Didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder. That reminds me, what was it that Mo said? That yesterday morning Max clonked Ben over the head here. He also said that there's got to be something interesting. Nick, what's got to be interesting? Don't ask. Hmm. This is strange. There's nothing on top of the stand. Look here, Max is written on it. Must be his VIP table. Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a 10-course meal on this. Well, you could still eat hamburgers, right? Oh my, always thinking about hamburgers. There are dirty dishes all over the place. Must have been too hectic last night to clean up. You know I can't stand a mess, Nick. I think you and I should clean this place up for them. Why do we have to clean up? 1, because I hate dirty cafeterias. 2, because 1 bears repeating. But this is a crime scene. We can't clean it up. We have to preserve it for evidence. You know I really hate dirty cafeterias. As much as I hate cleaning dirty not as much as I hate cleaning dirty cafeterias. He's got a point. What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something. Ah, watch out, Nick. There's broken glass all over the floor. Broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor? You think it means anything? There's got to be something interesting. Huh? Looks like we're going to have to go back and meet with him. Him? Talking about the bottle? Like they've left it exactly as it was on the night of the murder. They didn't seem too worried about cleaning up the dishes, did they? Cleaning all these dishes is making me hungry. Let's go get a burger at the snack stand outside. So we're finished with the case. Alright, and let's get this over with, Nick. Here we go. Wooha! Where's the mute button when you need it? Ah, a bulletin board for, bulletins. Doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. See? You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like, message from the killer. Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it all seriously. Keep our cafeteria clean. Seem like anyone ever read the sign, huh? Maybe they should make it easier to understand. Clean it or die. Well, that would definitely make them clean it up. Kitchen is over here. Everyone must have taken turns cooking. There's a duty list posted here. I wouldn't mind trying my hand at cooking for this many people. Maya's killer hamburger. You'd try it, wouldn't you? Depends on killer if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Chair's been knocked over. That's what it looks like. It almost looks as if someone knocked it over in a struggle or used it for self-defense. Maybe Regent just likes to eat his dinner in the cafeteria? Harry. Anything? Need to go back and talk to Mo? Oh, yeah. Guess he did get He got bopped over the head. Great Mo. No? Yes, they're talking about going back and talking to me. Thing I could think of. I did read one thing, so... What's the matter? You've been acting strange for a while now. Max, he's just some country bumpkin. So, why does that matter? He's still a famous magician, right? Yes, but his real name is Billy Bob Johns. Yikes, the poor guy's got 3 first names. Guess that is pretty odd. Oh well, if a big star can do it, then you should pretend it to be exotic too, Nick. A big star? Max Galactica is a pretty big name. Anyways, what do you think about Naruhodo Araito? What's the A stand for? A stands for attorney. I'll think about it. I did catch a glimpse on when I was looking for a clue about that achievement, so... Oh? Which is funny because... I can't remember if it's his first name or his last name, but Naruhodo actually is Phoenix's name in Japan. Which I think is like... Naruhodo is something I see, or... I think it's something close to like the phrase I see or whatever. Like, oh, I see. Oh, it's my 2 sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. Did he just call me his sweetie again? What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabuloso. I mean, fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max, let's make this absolutely fabulous. Get this out of the way. Ringmaster, talk about salary.
Take that!
That's on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said that you received quite a raise. No problem with being well compensated. But the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous. Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. Called you? Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie, that's private. Ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max? Perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about? Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you into his room tonight?
Take that!
Violence. Isn't this why you were called into the ringmaster's room that night? Where did you get that? The cafeteria. You already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke on the floor. Still hiding something else. Max. What is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle to... Ben. You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? That's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well be a magician. Okay. The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast we had a run-in. You had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? You could put it that way. Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man. Thought about my sweetie pie. You mean Regina? That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that? Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her he was in love with her. Are you sure this is the Ben we're talking about? All I can say is that he made me mad and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. Chance? That's when I went to his room and laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. You just confessed to her. Isn't that moving a little fast? What? The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie, and no one else's. See. Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trillo can't say a word. Not without Ben. Trillo. The puppet. The ventriloquist puppet. His real name is Triloquist. Ventriloquist. Ha ha ha, game. This game and its name quip strikes again. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know, that's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. That puppet started flapping off at the balsa, I'd be screwed. You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist puppet? You are so smart, sweetie. Where did you hide him? What, sweetie? You aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you? Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet. Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid Trillo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trillo for me, do you, my sweets? No problem. None at all. Thank you, Max. You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Don't go hiding puppets! That's a phrase. Mr. Hunt. Yes, I was with him around 10 p.m. once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished. Ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of that lodging house. Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return. Huh? Sorry, Max. I have something I must attend to right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here? It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? It's alright. I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes. And then? I waited for him, but he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. I had no idea what he went off to do. I think we can take a stretch break here soon. We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max. Ah, you must mean from the dinosaurs. How were those Jurassic geriatrics? Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, are you? Yes, sweetie. That's what they call jealousy. Jealousy. You're absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious difference between us. People who really understand? For instance, my sweetie pie. Regina understands him, huh? I plan on getting married to her. She is truly my sweetie pie princess. Dude, I still feel like you're moving a little fast here. I mean, I know. There is the thing about trying to date with the intention to marry, but at the same time, it's like you've just confessed, and I don't know if, you know, you're dating yet, so... Anyway. Wow, that's so cool. It's already in the works. Oh? Ah, my sweetie pie. You must be really lonely with me all cooped up in here. Actually, she was laughing and rolling around with her tiger. She is my special someone, and I am her special someone. Uh-huh. Very complex. Just between you and I. He wasn't a bad guy at all, I can say that for sure. That's the first time I've ever heard you say something nice about someone, Max. He must have really been a nice guy. Can't believe a guy with that ugly mug is after my sweetie pie princess. Especially after she has eluded my charms for such a long time. Not much you can do about that, right? You haven't even been truly in love, have you? When you are truly in love with someone, you'd be jealous of their mirror because it traps their image inside. What? Aw, don't you think that's sweet of him, Nick? I'm gonna get back with my sweetie pie. Then I'm gonna turn that dumb puppet into a toy glider. Guess you two haven't worked out your differences yet. I guess I have no choice, but really, is this the proper time or place for this? Signed his own photo. Nick, you mind giving that to me when the case is over? No. Anything else? Okay. So I guess we need to go find... Trillo. Get Ben to talk. But... we've been going for about 2 hours, and I need to take a stretch break real quick. Get some more water and go to the bathroom. So we are going to take about a 3-minute break. We'll run some ads and whatnot. And we will be back. Alright, thank you everyone for your patience. Sure, I've got plenty of water. And with all the spring in the air and the allergens and the temperature ups and downs with the weather changes, you gotta stay hydrated. Keeps messing with my throat and my sinuses, which of course affects my voice, but what can you do? Alright. Let us get back to the case. I mean, it's been good so far. I mean, Mo can be just a little grating, but other than that, not bad. Right. Oh? Huh? Ben's not here anymore. Yeah, I wanted to ask him something. It's cold out. He's probably in the tent. Yep. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we are making progress. But everyone loved the ringmaster. And there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still lots of mysteries still left to be solved. Of course. Now Regina is in here. Not seeing how that's related. Oh, it's in the ringmaster's room. Looks the same as always, a great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing. Maya! Can you just stop it, you poster pilferer? Just kidding, you know I already got one of these posters. I mean, stole one of those posters. Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Trillo somewhere in this room. Trillo? Oh, the ventriloquist puppet. Well, the only place big enough that looks like it would be able to hide a puppet is behind his great big desk. The window. Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed, just look at all the awards the circus has won. Like... There's something shoved under the bookshelf. This is... That's Trillo! That's Ben's puppet! I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later. Alright, well, we found the puppet. Why do I have to carry this thing? Tough. Else? No. Alright. Let's move. Here, nothing's changed. Cafeteria? Oh, hey Ben. Hello? Hello to you too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree? Yeah, I do indeed. Don't you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. Great, dude. Here you go. Ah, Ben, this is yours, isn't it? Yes, that's mine. Here you go. Alright, Maya, let's get going. That time, isn't it? See you around, Ben. Okay. So, Nick, where are we going next? Let's see, maybe we should go talk to the clown once again. Hey, wait! Who said that? What are you looking at? I'm right here behind you, blind wench. Somebody has a mouth. What's your problem anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone? Ben? Is that you, Ben? No. I would never. It was me. Yeah, me down here. You're Trillo? That is Mr. Quiz to you, sir. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect. Not again. Ugh. Mr. Quist, is that better? No, look at me when I'm talking to you, you 8-bit excuse for an attorney. Trillo, we talked about insulting people, you promised, oh dear. He was mocking me, not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal. I'm sorry, Trillo. Nick, what just happened? Trillo's still a puppet, right? A ventriloquist puppet. Hey, who do you think you are calling me a puppet? I think we should have not given it back to him. Tell us what you know about the murder. You talking to me? I said you talking to me? Don't look at him when you're talking to me. Ventriloquist, you behave, young man. Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they offed the old man? Guess so. No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all peanuts. Trillo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be like that kind of puppet. Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now? These two are really not a couple, aren't they, Nick? Okay, I'll talk. Gramps got clobbered over the head. Let me lay it all out for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants. Your partner? You mean Ben? Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off for me, will you? He's just another one of the dorks around here. Oh, my. And I'll be fair, in this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performers, I found my Madonna. Your... Madonna? Regina, my lovely Regina. She is stunning, right, Ben? Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far. You'll have to excuse him. He does not understand of what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty, hence why I shall marry her. Huh? Mary? The ringmaster got knocked up his cheap head by that flying fraud. You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that? Trillo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that. Straighten up, I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened. You were there? If you're that interested, then I'll let you in on the facts. You're going to marry Regina? That's right, she doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she? I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled. Well, I don't care, it is my choice, not hers. Hold up. I know you think that, but what? I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song. Gave her a song? Well, I am a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me. Well, the melody is pretty good. But those lyrics, I think they need a little work. Who asked you? I'm the artist here. Thanks. Now that Trillo's here. Does it mean you can talk normally now? Hey, butt face! Ah! You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all. Trillo? Enough jibba-jabba, let's get to court already. Ah, hey, wait a second! Nick, what's going on? The witness for tomorrow's trial. Yay. Yeah, Trillo's a piece of work. What in the world happened with Ben and Trillo? Quite a pair, those two. What did that puppet say anyways? Oh no, now what? Oh. Ah, yo! No, my badge! That monkey steal my badge. Hey, welcome back, Nick. That monkey. Ah! My badge! That monkey stole it! What? Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You looked so completely dumbfounded. Regina! You, that monkey! Hey, no need to get angry, okay? But my attorney's badge! Don't worry, I'll help you out. Okay, if you say so. I'll get my badge back. How can I flash it? By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. His name is Money? Okay. The monkey is called Money? Yes. Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back? I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems. Eh? Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. Huh, that's pretty funny. Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to. I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh? You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I am on friendly terms with. What? He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming. Oh, I see. Go to Moe's. I guess it is time that I revisit that kooky clown. Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? You mean the guy that is always hanging around with Trillo? What do you mean, hanging around? Well, he was there when Trillo told me that he was in love with me. Trillo told you that he was in love with you? Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart, he's such a wonderful singer, I love him. Never mind. But what about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trillo. Sand through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus. Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? Nope, that won't be for a while. Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick? Yeah, Max and Trillo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage. Ah, but Max only talked to the ringmaster about it. I forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly. Well, there's your problem. I guess Trillo hasn't asked her directly yet. What? He's going to propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? Who do you think I should go for, Max or Trillo? Wait, you do realize that Trillo is a puppet? I don't care that he's a bit stiff. Oh boy. Oh boy, indeed. This chap. Alright, let's go find Larry, Curly, and Moe. I think his name is actually a reference to that. We'll have to take a look at his profile again. Huh? Detective Gumshoe took off already. Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Right all the time. It's alright to be wrong every now and again, right? Hey Nick, it just took a while for the joke to find its audience. What can I do for you? Did you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, or maybe just pull my finger and let me have it. We're going to get the same sound effect either way, aren't we? Don't you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? Hold on. Mo, real name Lawrence Curls. Lawrence, aka Larry. A pleasant stooge of a clown. Yep. It's a whole reference to the Three Stooges. Okay. So about Regina. Regina is such a pure, innocent child. She's such a cutie, too. She was born and raised in the circus, you know. That means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top. Sounds like Pearly. For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality. She lives in a dream world. She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. The funny thing is that all seems normal to her because it is her everyday life. Guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist puppet. Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. Clown sees life simply, without complications. I mean, simply isn't a bad thing. Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money? Ah, yes, Money. Stole my attorney's badge. Well, Money does love shiny objects. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him. Eh? Why's that? Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right? Exactly! Bravo! Bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family. Then who does he belong to? I'll be happy to take you to where his owner is staying. You mean right now? Of course. Shall we go? Should we go with him now or wait a while? Let's just go. Well, this is quite the room. Acro. This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I can't breathe. Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro? He's an acrobat. Seems like he's not around today. That big pile of junk over in the corner. I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there too. Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff. Thanks, Mo. See you later. Well... Look. Holy cow. There's a fork and a mirror. Everything's so shiny. There's even a really cheap-looking knockoff wristwatch. Look at this. It's a trophy, and it's really heavy. Nick, I found it. Your badge. It's right here. Okay. We can post badge again, everybody. Thank goodness. Thanks, you really saved me. Huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? Yeah, check this out. It's a ring. There's something engraved on it. From T to R. Ooh, boy. Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation. You think we'll win in court tomorrow? Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. Guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Oh, and maybe the puppet. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. To be continued. Oh man. Day 1 investigation done. Alright, let's go. Didn't properly stretch, so give me just a second. Whether if you're sitting or standing, it's always good to do some stretches. Otherwise you end up feeling stiff, and then it can affect your joints, it can affect your muscles. Okay. Ooh, he looks nervous. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage. I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick? Max is really nervous. It's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? Try flying into the courtroom. I have a feeling all we're going to do is land on our face. You can see it now, the dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick? What's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Oh! He felt complimented! As well as kind of probably stoking some inner young boy dream. Oh boy, Francisca. And now the case of one... What? Your Honor, get on with it! Oh, sorry, I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So... Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. Sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. Hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right? Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count, do you hear me? I'll still be upset about what happened last time. I mean, it was a sham. They drugged Maya and murdered someone in her place. You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. Tough. I guess being born with the Von Karma name, with the name Von Karma, is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Oh, snap. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. It's not like it'll bring your dad back. Ooh. There. Opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. It didn't state anything about the case, though. Child? Very well. You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there. Now! He is snappy. And whippy. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Blow, blow. Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. Alright, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Ouch. I see. Beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. Who accepts this into evidence? Blunt object. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, start out by doing what we do best. Caress everything. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. Snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. Snow. Let's see. There's got to be more to this. What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? Get that in a second. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Bo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, and I almost forgot, Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? I was investigating yesterday, and he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Oh. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Then the ventriloquist went to the front gate absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? Seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us the whole thing went down. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? Do we have that wooden box? Wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Maybe the only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. This wooden box, you figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right? Sounds about right. The whole thing is lined with iron. Iron plating. Why do you think it's lined with iron? I figure they just did it to make the box heavier. Yuck. I think we could all do without your guesses, Detective. Stick to what little you actually know. Sorry. Suffice it to say, the box is really heavy. Much better. You may continue on, Detective. Hold on. We can ask about those other things. We might get some clues. You said the box was locked. How exactly was it locked? Well, it had quite a sturdy lock on it. It took quite a bit to open that bad boy up. So, when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yes, it was. Some of the forensics team took it back to the precinct to crack it open. See, continue, Detective Gumshoe. Hold on, one more. Oh. Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. bottle? What is that, detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. Inside the bottle, filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? Only one little bottle in that huge box? I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. Okay. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? Doing your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, 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 no. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. All we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. And all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we've wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. Eh? I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously. But that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Oh. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I'd like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. Must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trilla will show up on the stand as well. Oh boy. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Triloquist. I'm employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? It had a good rhythm. Just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trillo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up. Just look at your nose. You think you'd have the sense to fix it. So ugly, I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is a reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who this witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about the testimony in my court. Ouch! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Well, let's proceed. Well, Francisco wants to run with it. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading toward the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene? You're sure of that? Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake something with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown? That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why's that? Here's absolute proof. A silk hat? This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. The clown was the murderer. There would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. Excuse me. Again, you get to be speaking and reading so much it works up your vocal cords and your sinuses. Over. Press everything. The clown, you're talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic, I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good. Poor guy. We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. Then what happened? Rude! Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. And I'm a good thunker, at least my teachers always said I was. Next. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Geez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. You saw Max, and only Max, right, Trillo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. More to this story that meets the eye. Is something amiss in this? That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max? Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose the witness could have seen? Well... you know... the murder victim? That's the victim. That's correct. Trillo was at the entrance to the plaza. He should have seen the ringmaster as well. Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? Ah! See. Seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. Right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trillo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got conked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it? Huh? I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think? Practice ended at 10, so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is... Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone? What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix, right. We can all do without your offhanded theories.
Objection!
But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm on to something. Mr. Wright? Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? I think I have an idea.
Take that!
Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, this was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Ah! You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw, don't you forget it. Well, well, well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Eh? Alright. There is obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. Spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Ah! That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. You accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the scene. Ow! There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright, I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Pain! Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I mean, based on that, I don't know, based off of the graphic, it kind of looks like he was standing at the entrance, the circus entrance, instead of the entrance to the lodging. Anyway, I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? What's the matter? You think that humans can have a monopoly on marriage? The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain! Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Tough. Well, what you gonna do? Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. You're going to propose. You, puppet. Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. Yes, you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. Judge, please. Exactly. Honor is a little less than honorable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. What was with that sigh at the end? He's probably just as tired of Trillo as I am. Press everything. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina? Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it? That's the truth. What was it exactly that you planned on giving her? You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Ziska's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. And hit for that thing would probably shut someone up for a long time. Maybe something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to me. Ow! I advise you to cut this argument short. Okay, fine, it was bait. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? No, maybe not. Specifically about the engagement ring. I'd like to stick to the facts, not sociology. I sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. Ring. An engagement ring? Uh-huh, it's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina is going to love it. It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's got to be something I can catch him on. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off? I'm sorry, really. You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Really? Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present. He went to the lodging house to give it to her. That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity snob? He couldn't be possibly talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. Max. When I get a hold of him, I'm going to saw his wooden block in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present? So you are still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not going to give up that easily. Wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. Ah, that's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck. Judge has the dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more. Do you now? Then why is it here? In my evidence! Trillo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh, looks like they are going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? Ah, that's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief! Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why, then, do I have it right here? Arr! What is going on here? That's... Ben, say something. And don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money, like a bank vault? Ha! That filthy monkey is going to get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoid slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. Ah, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time. You know, that night. The night of the crime. What did you just say? Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might, be able to say that? The ring might have, well, it could have been taking around that time. Ah, yeah! Silly monkey. Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. Not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing, not I, Mr. Trilloquist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey Money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. It is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? Doesn't exercise enough, rip. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there was no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, Mr. Wright. Well then tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Vigilant. Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night. Huh, I've told you so many times, you'd think you'd know my story's not changing. I've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more. Where there's one lie, there are usually many more left behind. Exactly, Mike. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah. Dick boy. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina, but that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those ridiculous 3 symbols. That means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max. That's right, Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him? How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see, I'd say about, I suppose 5 minutes. The victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Oh boy, here we go. One thing still sticks out to me. We'll get to that. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night. Of course that's where I saw him from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time. I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. And About what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. You already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it? Indeed, what time was it? Time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Yeah, I'm no good at time. It was 10:10 p.m. Yes, that sounds about right. It sounds about right because that's the time I saw Max on the scene. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning, good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What then? You've got something to add? Let me guess, that's not it, Trillo. You must say good evening at night. Ah, I'm sorry, Trillo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom. Possible. A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly, how is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. Yow, that hurt! Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. That's another day. There's no reason that Trillo would ever say something nice to Max. And how do I go about proving that with the evidence? Nothing is everything in this world. And I'm sure you already learned that one. Guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. You are 100% absolutely sure of what you just said. I told you already. Geez, I am 100% absolutely sure. There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? Those three ridiculous symbols, huh? Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're going to ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you very much. Maya. You didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere. I agree, but we have the proof to make something stick. All we can do is try, right, Nick? We've gotta have something that will prove useful. Alright, time to go to work. I don't think we pressed this one. You were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. It means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know. 4. 4. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something would have slipped by me? 4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trillo. Okay.
Hold it!
Hmm. Hold on.
Objection!
Got it. Drillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? Fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal, it was just an argument, a disagreement at most. Disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. Ah! The morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Was that an admission of assault and battery? Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is, on that day of the crime, defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just go up and say good evening to his rival. Wah! You saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene. I didn't tell a single lie, honestly, I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there was only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the world? Who would the defense kindly explain? Would the defense kindly explain who it was that Trillo saw that evening then? Okay. So, he wouldn't be cordial to Max. He wouldn't be greeting Ben. He was waiting for Regina. He escorted Mo back to the lodge. All that's left is the ringmaster. And I guess technically as his boss, why would you not be cordial to your employer? Oh. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah. I suppose you've got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct? Yep. Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Ah! Order! Order! How do you respond to this? Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica. How would you mistake those two? I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols. Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you've got to remember them by now. Here we go again, everyone all together now. Ow! Yes, yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? Could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Miss Von Karma, do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but... Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is none other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Alright. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. Oh boy. Alright. First part of the trial down. Okay. And I do see that pre-rolls are off, and I need to get better about taking stretch breaks. Breaks are good. Whew. Excuse me, everybody. So, another 3-minute break with more ads, so we turn those pre-rolls off for anybody that is coming in, and we will be back. Alright, thank you everyone for your patience. I got myself a little bit of it's an apple soda, but it's like our store's brand is like Mercados or something it was called. I think it's supposed to be like a take on Mexican branded soda like Jarritos or something. It's really good. Like it tastes like a really good combination of like right in between like apple juice and sparkling apple cider. But a heck of a lot cheaper for considering a 2 liter was like $1.39 or something like that. All right. Figure maybe a little bit of sugar might wake me up. Let's get back in the courtroom. Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? But it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. And when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility. Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? Think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double, Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up, magician or president. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous, this mystery just keeps getting deeper. Well, you know. Alright, Francisca, what you got? Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? Well, you know. Oh. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. In West Clonavellia... Did he just sing a twist on the opening song to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? What? Oh, man. I mean, I get that it's like a, you know, a knee-jerk reaction when it comes to like gags and stuff like that, but I'm a little sad that they kind of skip over some of these without giving the audience proper chance to read through them as good as they are. You know? Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking in autobiographical gibberish? Uh-oh. I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being here in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited for this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh, yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Oh, Mo. Okay, how about this one? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? But a couple of clowns are up to no good. Yep. He is indeed making a twist on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I approve. Your name. Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct? Yes. Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this plaza. Without the humor, please. Okay. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. I mean... I know, I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. No one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. This atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness. Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you, I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. This eyewitness account is to be believed. I have enough to pass judgment right now. Oh, Francisca. Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized. He is about to. However, this witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Poor Phoenix. Great, hang on. We've done decently so far. Keep that going. Rest everything. You'd say the practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Oh, now 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock, that way I can make a great joke. Let's not. Let's not make it 8 p.m. Alright, Mo? What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of the clowning around. Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony? You are so boring. Do you want to trade places, Maya? Do you want to trade places right now? I mean, you'll still get us a penalty, but at the same time. Are you gonna make a poop joke? You were pooped that night? Yes, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. What? The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that, as they say, happens. That wasn't toilet humor, that was just alluding to you had, like, severe upset stomach. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. I mean, if anybody in chat wants to take a stab at making better jokes than this guy right here, I wholeheartedly welcome it. You know I like a good joke. Good joke, although puns are also accepted. That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. I've got a good reply enough. That joke was so funny, it just earned you a penalty. What? So we've got to be careful how we press him? You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away. That's right. I've been thinking about it over and over since that night. Things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the Ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays. Do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza! Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw and only what he saw? He talked about his symbols, but he only mentions the cloak. I'm afraid to press anything else in lieu of a bad joke and getting a penalty. You say you saw the Ringmaster getting clonked over the head? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. Better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Isn't that just a bit melodramatic? Who will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Oh boy. Alright, game. So do I get penalized if I do or if I don't? What would be the clear basis anyway? Well, we saved, so... Sure. Of course I have grounds to make this claim. And let's hear it. That's something I can't share with you at this time. What did you just say? Mr. Wright! Now there's something wrong with this testimony, and I can't put why I feel this way into words for the judge. We should get a bit more information. Once we find something more solid, we can give it another shot. Yeah, you're right. No! Shoot. Yikes, that's harsh. You know, most testimony when he told us yesterday are kind of different. Yeah, I noticed. We've just got to pinpoint what's changed. You can do it, Nick. Okay. But the cloak wasn't found at the crime scene. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly, how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. My room is here, and they look about yay big. I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window. Just 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility. See, please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw. Different. What's changed? You just happened to glance out of the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls. Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Got nothing else to go off of. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Why? Nuns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? Oh, that's right. He said he heard the thump, but he hasn't mentioned it. That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday. Once I tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Ow, yeah, wow. That's not something you should just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well. Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. Should start turning the tables in our favor. What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. No, how'd you know I was gonna make a joke? I guess that the sound sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... What would be the huge noise then? Okay, I didn't know if they would say anything different there since we have kind of pinpointed what was different. What, he heard two sounds? Oh, yeah. Well, see, right now, I don't have a clear basis to be thinking that. This is just another of your pointless efforts to badger my witness. What? Now wait a second, Miss Von Karma. This time I do not feel the need to treat Mr. Wright so harshly. That's right, what he said. Held out by the judge. What an honor indeed. Must penalize Mr. Wright for his display. I think a verbal censure would be best. Huh? You know the rules, Mr. Wright. There's no room for baseless hounding in this courtroom. No! Alright, fine. Use, surrender, higher date, court adjourned. I guess we'll at least go back to where we saved before his testimony and all that. Baseless conjecture. Ain't game. Okay. You at least know... Window... Press... Yesterday... And here's where the problem lies. They were about 30 feet. What if... Keeps talking about the symbols, but... Dang it. only mentions one of them. I'm ahead somewhere, though. What do I want him to say? I mean, it's obviously that he's missing. One, the cloak wasn't found. He didn't mention the silk hat, which was found. So then... we presented the hat there before, and that was wrong. Didn't find a murder weapon. Sound like someone getting hit with something very hard. So what, you heard someone get hit twice? No, that's it. I think that's it. I think that's what the contradiction is. If he was only hit once, then why would there be sound of someone getting hit than saying he saw Max hit the ringmaster? Right? Son of a gun! Oh, man. But then if we were also conjecturing that supposedly the ringmaster wore the cloak, then how would he have seen two silhouettes? I'm missing something here. Okay. Like, I don't just want to keep getting stuck as the kicker. Thought I pressed everything, but nothing changed. Itch.
Hold it! Hold it! Objection!
But the statement changed, so... I've got a great reason to make my claim. I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason? Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed when he said he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. Oh. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog? Well, it pretty much happened the way I said it. Pretty much? When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma. Tampering with witnesses again. So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster. Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. Mr. Curls, Your Honor, you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. If I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. Poor Mo. It's a bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his 3 uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt it was him. The cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the crime scene. Took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony. Max really at the crime scene then? Bet he wasn't there, we have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Alright, Mo. His symbols, huh? Jilla said the same thing, but if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? Thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. You're sure of that? Just a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. You're sure that is what you saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? That's not all I saw. I'm trying to be careful. It's like I don't want to prompt to get a penalty because of the jokes. Don't you think you're going a little overboard about how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max, I'm convinced of that. It seemed like he was jumping to conclusions this time. Let's go over this again, then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? You were able to see that kind of detail from your window? There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye, and an eagle out of my right eye. Our records say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. Must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, now what it... not that what it actually was. It's carrying. You didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. Maybe it was a blunt object, so at least it says so in the autopsy. Willow's testimony and now Mo's, it really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this. It's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that will help. I've got to do it. No one always talks about his other symbols, so... Got him. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols. I suppose so, the silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo? Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yay! Everyone get ready! All together now! Silk hat, cloak, white roses! What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Order. Order! Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark, it's obvious. And it was too dark to see that kind of detail. You just said... But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He is just toying with this court. Got her on the ropes now. Seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that there is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike one, this witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature? I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Here we go. Allegretto. No doubt in my mind, there were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There is no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. You are going to prove to me there's no contradiction with Mr. Curls' statement. You'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I have a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. Does that mean we get to press, or... Safety save! Mo, be honest. Ow! Crackers. You promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright, no more badgering. I hope you enjoy this penalty. Ugh, I'm finished. Excuse me, I'm the one handing out the penalty. Yow! Witness, continue with your testimony. You're not gonna whip me too, are you? Maybe after court, if you're into that kind of thing. Francisca, please. But isn't it kind of pointless if you only whip me after court? Oh. Hey. Fine. Thing I saved. Blah, 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 blah. Oh boy. I think not. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No questioning your mind. Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma, where exactly was this silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. Crime scene? That means... The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No! That's not true! Order, order, order! Mr. Carls! Yes, Your Honor? What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you were sitting down above me doesn't mean no matter how old I get, I'll always be yelling at you. Wah! That was mouth. Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. Pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Oh? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene of the crime? You can't ask me that.
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor.
Objection!
The witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays surely love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene? Yes, I do. Because they pointed this out.
Take that!
Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Ay, 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 ay. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second! You guys just can't ignore everything I've said. Fine, fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second! I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are going to get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls. Yes? The testimony you provided up until now has been false? It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Oh, snap! Order! Order! I will have order! Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls. Ha! You're not going to believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. Ooh, Franziska getting sassy. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he... This is the truth now, get ready for it. He flew! He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story? To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? He's telling the truth. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Means that he is telling the truth? What I think. Nick, wait! That means that Max actually used magic. Yikes, you're right. Ow! Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile! You disregard a need for proof. Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceeding at this point. It is an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Whew, boy. It took a long way to get such a short story. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? What I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please, it's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple, I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No! I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule! Sorry, Max. They made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? What we do now is hope we can find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker. That's all we can do, chat. We can do. I have a feeling investigation will take a while. Man, this really does kind of take it out of you. Having to think about and consider everything. Okay. But I think that is where we are going to call it for today. So thank you everyone so much for watching, whether you've lurked or chatted. I've appreciated everyone being around and watching the case unfold with me. And what a case. Oh my goodness. But we'll be back with more of this tomorrow. Hopefully we should get through investigation and probably the trial day 2, I would think. And perfect, my frames are dropping. Oh geez, we dropped like over 4,000 frames today. RIP. But the plan is we will be playing more of this tomorrow and making more progress. Again, these cases just continue to get longer and longer. Not that that's a bad thing. But then Wednesday we will return to Super Mario All-Stars Shuffler. Friday? Okay, I've got 2 things in mind for Friday. And that is either we're going to do our first foray, if my frames will stop dropping. We'll do our first foray into a Super Mario RPG randomizer, or we'll pick one of the short games that should just take up one stream. I might leave it up to chat to decide, but I'm kind of leaning towards Super Mario RPG randomizer because I've been getting the itch to get back into the game. But yeah. See if there's anyone I'd want to drop y'all off with. Oh, perfect. She's still going. We are going to go say hello to Kumama. She is a wonderful, talented, very welcoming individual. But she is playing some games today, including Final Fantasy 15, which we played on the stream not that long ago. Oh, poop. Disabled frames. Poop. Okay. Well, we'll just do this the old fashioned way. We are just going to send you guys over there just to go say hello. This is her Twitch channel. I do highly recommend her. She is super comfy. She does art, Tetris, and a couple of other casual gameplays and such. But I do recommend her channel. She is super kind, comfy, and welcoming, as we like to be here as well. But again, reminder, we'll be back with more Ace Attorney Case 3 tomorrow, Super Mario All-Stars on Wednesday. And then again, we might just start our foray into SMRPG Randomizer on Friday. But again, thank you everyone for being here. But for now, I hope you all will have a lovely day or evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope I'll see you all again soon. We're gonna go say hi to Mama. Just follow that link there. Say hello, drop a follow. Super welcoming and all that. But thank you again, everyone, and take care.